Now more than ever, it's important that my practice time is as efficient as possible. So in today's video, I'm going to show you my current super productive practice routine and how you can make your practice time just as efficient. It all starts with a plan. My goals have changed and evolved over my drumming career, but the fundamental aim is still the same: to be as comfortable in any situation as possible, or to put it another way, to become a badass. So everything that I practice needs to move me towards that goal, and anything that doesn't is just a waste of my time. A productive practice routine to me is one that is balanced. So I like to split my time between 3 different areas. Technical, this can be exercises, hand technique work, maybe permutation work. Application, that could be trying specific books, specific exercises, or working things out on the kit in a very methodical way. And then improvisation. This is where I improvise, trying to work with the things that I've practiced in the previous sections to make sure that they are gig ready. So before I sit down to practice, I take the time that I've got and divide it between these 3 areas. It can be really easy to front load your practice with loads of exercises or backload it with loads of jamming. So when you're planning your practice time, make sure you find a balance. At the moment, I'm in maintenance mode. In between recording videos, recording songs for artists, and teaching on a regular basis, there isn't a lot of time for me to grow as a drummer. So I'm trying to keep myself in check by doing certain things that will allow my skill level to maintain itself. To kick things off in the technical section, I'm working through my 4-3-2 hand builder. I do a couple of these exercises back to back, and they allow my hands to still feel loose while being challenged a little bit. Also in technical is some time focusing on, well, my time. This involves me working through a specific click track exercise, which at the moment is the click on the A, and because it's me, I'm doing it in a very systematic, methodical way, tracking my tempos up, making sure that I'm covering all the possible bases. At the time of filming this, I'm also working on some videos for the YouTube channel, as well as some courses for my website. So I'm just running through that material, and all that goes into my application stage. And finally, in the improvisation section, I am working on flowing in triplets because, well, I suck at them. The great thing about this system is it's scalable. By dividing my time between these 3 different sections, I can just do more or less of them depending on the time that I have to practice. While I would all love to practice 4 to 5 hours a day, 365 days a year, that's not practical and you might miss days. So it's really important to track your progress as you're practicing. Progress can be tracked in a couple of different ways: by tempo or by page or exercise number. For anything that goes in my technical section, I focus on tempo. It's an easy way of knowing where you are and where you've been. When writing out my daily practice, I write in 3 tempos: my starting tempo and then 2 tempo jumps up from that. As I'm going through the exercise and I feel that it gets easy, I'll move up the tempo band. Whatever tempo I get to, I circle, and that becomes my new starting tempo for the next time I practice. For exercises in books, I make sure to write in the page number and the exercise number, and if I'm feeling super productive, I'll even write in the tempo. Being productive is also about ensuring that what you practice is challenging and of the highest quality possible. So here are a few bonus tips to help you supercharge your practice time. Always work with a click. It's kind of expected that a drummer has to play in time with and without a click, so work on your time as much as possible. This means that you're always working on your time, and also you'll be super comfortable when inevitably you have to play with a click live or in the studio. Whenever I'm practicing, I'm always counting and I'm always using my left foot. Again, these are easy wins and allow you to practice your independence and your coordination without having to work on this stuff later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There are many aspects of drumming that happen in your mind, whether it's posture, feel, relaxation, or even technique. Just being mindful of these things when you're practicing can have a massive impact on your drumming improvement. So, as you're practicing, try to remember these things and cycle them in your mind like a mental checklist. It can actually be really useful to write this stuff down. Once you've written it down, stick it up in front of your drum kit so it acts as a reminder every single time you're practicing to run through these things. A big part of being productive is to be time efficient. So for any exercise that I do a maximum of 5 minutes. Anytime after that, I just find that my brain loses focus. 5 minutes is a long time to maintain focus, so start small. 2 or 3 minutes is totally enough time to get a lot of benefit. For anything more creative, I'll usually stick to about 20 minutes, although I just let my mind tell me when I'm done. This is the fun part of drumming, so I want to do more of it. I want to do as much as I can. But after about 20 minutes, I usually find I run out of ideas, and then it's just time to move on to something else. There's so many different things that you could practice on the drums, so I hope that these tips will help you make a great practice routine for yourself. Gotta check out this video though, because this one is all about 5 practice mistakes that I see every drummer make, so you don't want to miss out on that.